What's happening? What's good with you? Welcome back to another Hump Day evening. It's that boy B Mason to my left.
Oh yeah, you already know it's that boy Wizz, man. We in the building. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us. You know, we gonna let y'all pile in the room.
Get in here, man.
Hey man, this is another Wednesday night. You know what I mean? And we out here just doing our thing.
That's right, man. Another beautiful Wednesday. It's November now. October is over. What y'all talking about out there, man?
October over?
October over.
What November is?
Shit, I don't know, man. No hope.
Yeah, okay, dude. Well,
no hoes. We still on the no cabbage campaign.
Okay.
No
man.
Cabbage.
Yeah, no cabbage.
Yeah,
always no cabbage.
Campaign,
you know
baby.
what I mean?
Always.
SimpFree, we don't fuck with no cabbage. You know, it's real this way. You feel me?
Yep.
But that's how we doing, man. We appreciate all y'all, man, for real. Everybody that joined in the live, we appreciate y'all so much.
Yeah, we love you
everybody
guys,
that watched the playback. What up, though? You feel me? Man, like we said, we getting this out the mud, man, and we mean that. SimpFree podcast. Y'all look at B. Look at this. See what I'm talking about when we getting it out the mud? He still got sounds in this motherfucker. You feel me? But that's how we get rocking it, man. And we appreciate y'all for that's been there day ones, the people that's joining on. This is the SimpFree podcast. As he said, that's B Mason, man. I'm G Wizz.
What's
that
happening?
boy Wizz. And we just here to have some fun, educate, and you know, that's about it.
Stand in our power, give them opinions.
Yeah, man.
Let's give a few shout outs here.
Ain't with that sucker shit. What up, though? Hey,
What's
man. Our
Tony.
normals in the building.
What's
you
up,
feel
Tony?
Me? Go ahead.
Miss Gardner, how you doing? Ashley, Black Snipe, what's popping?
Man,
Mama Reynolds, we see you.
Hey, we love all y'all, man.
This evening.
You know what I mean? Y'all know what it is. We're going to have some fun. And act a fool in the chat room, man. And bring people in. And we ain't ashamed. We love it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
hold on. I dropped my goddamn towel.
Sweaty ass.
I know, right? I be glossy in this motherfucker.
Yeah, you glossy right now.
All right, though. So, you know what I'm saying? This episode 30. You know, we've been at it since last February, y'all. Can y'all believe it? Mm-hmm. This is episode 30 for the SimpFree podcast.
Yeah, man.
We're going to keep it moving.
I like that. Just keep it pushing, man.
That's it. Episode 30. Failure is an option if you don't play the game.
Say it again, bro. What is it? Failure?
Failure is an option.
Failure
is an option if you don't play the game.
If you don't
we're going to talk about it. You know what I mean?
Get to it, though, pimp.
Yeah. You know? And as always, we start off with random and goofy shit. You know, we like to ease y'all into the topics. Yeah. So, you know, just ease your way into that motherfucker. And
right on up in that thing.
Yeah, that way.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get it, man.
And sometimes I just think of some stupid shit.
No, not sometimes.
A lot of times I think of
all
stupid
the time.
Shit. Yeah.
All the time.
Just fucking random shit. And I was thinking, is there a more worthless occupation than being an astronaut?
Why
the fuck would you need to go out of space? Let's really dig into that.
Okay.
Why do you need to leave the Earth's atmosphere? Think about all I'm sure that shit is expensive. I don't even know the process or the steps it will take to be an astronaut, but I can imagine this shit is not cheap in school. I don't even know what you study to be an astronaut. But what the fuck is outer space that you really need to go up there and see?
All right, first of all, from my knowledge, to be an astronaut, you have to study engineering.
Okay.
And you got to go high tier.
Okay.
Well, you know, man is curious, bro.
What? See, now you going where I'm at. Being an astronaut means you nosy as a motherfucker.
Of course.
Right? You attention whoring at the fucking highest peak. Because why do you need to leave the Earth's atmosphere?
Why not?
Because there ain't shit out there.
How you know, G?
Because we ain't faulty yet.
Okay.
Seriously. If there was some shit out there, don't you think we would have some more significant shit than the motherfucking imprints on the moon? That I don't think really happened either. Like, fuck that moon landing and fuck all that shit. Stop letting your kids say they want to be astronauts. That's the stupidest shit on Earth.
You know how smart
there are no fucking aliens.
You know how smart you got to be an astronaut?
You don't have to be smart. I think you fucking dumb. You wasting a lot of your life.
So
that's a pointless occupation, being a fucking astronaut. You stupid. You in the space, and what the fuck do you see? You eating fucking candy that look like moon rocks. Or the fucking pop rocks that pop in your mouth. Nigga. Everything dissolvable. You floating in the air. What the fuck is in there? What do you need to see?
Gee, you stupid.
No, seriously. Is there a bigger waste of time? Am I tripping? I just thought about it. Like, why the fuck would you want to be an astronaut? I think it's dumb.
I don't know. I don't want to be one, but shit, why not, bro? It's no different than deep sea diving. They going to the bottom of the ocean, or as far as they can go anyway.
No, but I believe it's some type of ill type of fish or some other type of shit that you might can see at the bottom of the ocean.
Okay.
There ain't shit in the outer atmosphere. Like, leaving the Earth's atmosphere, do you know how high you got? I don't even know how high you got to be up there.
You got to go pretty high.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And like, what are you trying to? I think they're really trying to see aliens, and the shit ain't never happened.
You sure it's
never
never
happened? So they're trying to save face and make you think that there's some like or uphold some shit to be an astronaut. Being an astronaut is fucking stupid.
You sure it's never happened, or you just don't know it's happened?
Where's the pictures? Where's the proof?
What if they don't want to show you?
Why waste the time to go up there if you don't want to show people?
Why would they show a nigga like you?
Not me. I'm talking about anybody. It should be on the news. Hey, look what I found in the air. I've spent all this money to be a fucking astronaut. Okay. I've wasted all my years and all my life. Y'all gonna see these pictures.
Let me ask you this.
They haven't took a picture of shit significant.
Have you done any research to see what they do at NASA?
They don't do shit.
Answer my question.
I don't have to. I would have known by now. Trust me.
Oh God.
Do you know if they would have found some extraterrestrial shit or some other human forms, they couldn't wait to come back to this motherfucker and put it on the news. Mm-hmm. We would know first thing. You feel me? Am I bugging? Like, I think it's pointless. There are no fucking aliens. Okay? Hey, how about take care of the illegal aliens in America first?
Shit.
Before you go deal with some motherfuckers out of space. Do that. Why not? There's plenty of aliens in this motherfucker walking on the ground. They ain't floating this shit.
Gee, why you hating on the aliens?
I'm just saying, I think it's so stupid. Am I tripping? Maybe that's what I'm saying. I need to be educated because
I don't know, man.
If it's any astronauts, which y'all would never meet an astronaut in your life.
You done your research. That's why I asked you that. Have you done any fucking research whatsoever to make this conclusion, to come to this conclusion? How did you get here?
That's my point. I don't need to do research because they haven't found shit.
How does that make? Nigga.
We would know about it. They ain't taught that shit in school. They taught about that motherfucking Neil Armstrong walking on the moon, allegedly. So fucking what?
I did hear that was fake.
Thank you. And that's even questionable.
It may be, yeah. But that still has no merit on going outside of the Earth's atmosphere. What's the problem?
They shouldn't go.
It's infinite out there, G.
They haven't found nothing.
Do your research, man.
It ain't nothing to research. Being an astronaut is fucking stupid. And I'm standing on it, and goddamn it, that's my thoughts. I think it's worthless. And stop letting your kids say they want to be astronauts because you're wasting their time. Be honest.
Something wrong with him.
I'm just saying. Y'all saying I'm tripping, but what the fuck would you need to go up into outer space to see?
What up, Eric? Thanks for joining us, man.
Yeah, man. What up, good people?
Okay, so...
And then when I was like fucking 9, I was traumatized in the 80s. That motherfucker blew up in the air. Like, I forgot one of the first people trying to travel up there. That shit blew up like on live TV. The space shuttle. This was like in the 80s and 90s, if I'm not mistaken. There was some people that was on their way up out of space.
What was that, Apollo
and
11?
That motherfucker blew up. I don't know what it was, but my thing is, listen.
See, you don't even
extraterrestrials don't exist.
Bro, that's history. You don't even know what the fuck you talking about.
They went up there for what? What was the point? They was going to see some shit that they never made it to, obviously.
There are space stations that orbit.
Okay.
So they were probably going up there.
To do what?
Shit, nigga, I don't know.
That's my point. It's worthless.
But how do you know that?
Because we ain't found shit yet.
So if it's worthless, why they spending billions of dollars?
Because they nosy than a motherfucker. That's my point. You're only going up there to be an attention whore and to be the nosiest motherfucker on earth. And because you got the paper to go to be astronaut school. As I swear to God, I know that degree is fucking expensive.
How are they being attention
to see some bullshit? Because you want to be the first one to take a picture of a motherfucker that we supposedly see or supposed to believe in, and that's the only reason you would be up there. They up there to see aliens, and aliens don't exist.
Do you know that the United Nations come together and they all orbit in the same space stations? It ain't just the United States.
And they all stupid, dumb than a motherfucker, orbiting up there just to play with each other. and look at each other and play games. What the fuck else you gonna do? I see you. Hide and go seek. Look in the window. Well, I mean, come on, man. That's just a stupid occupation. I'm sorry.
Off it, man. You ain't done no research.
I don't need to because they ain't found shit.
And that's part of the problem.
They ain't found shit since forever.
You got some goofy.
That is goofy. Like, I mean, it's just pointless. I'm just astronauts. Y'all niggas wasting y'all time. Good luck.
You passionate, you passionate as fuck.
No,
man.
but I want to send a shout out because I love this time of the year for the sports fans. Like, we got all basketball, college and pros, football, college and pros. I love this time of year, and I want to send a special shout out to my man Lamar Jackson. You know who Lamar Jackson is, B?
Nope.
Plays quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens.
Okay.
Incredible, bro. He went to Louisville. You know what I mean? Did his thing there. When he came out, he was doubted because he was super athletic, super vicious, but they always had questions about him because he's a black quarterback. And for some reason, black quarterbacks have an issue to making in the NFL. He's proven all the doubters wrong, and I salute that young man because he's having fun doing it. And he's like a cheat code. He's so fast and elusive and can sling it. I'm proud of him, man. So anybody that get doubted and hated on for no reason and don't get a shot, I fuck with that to SimpFree podcast, for real. And not just Lamar's, Deshaun Watson, too. There's some young dogs in the NFL, you know what I mean? Because I like the NFL just for competition.
Okay.
Like, NFL is about wit. Sports is about competition. As dudes, we like competition, you know what I mean? Outsmarting, out-physicaling somebody. You know what I mean? Some motherfuckers might say, well, shit, well, why you watching the NFL? I don't give a fuck. I don't look at the NFL for my fucking, like, I don't think they're so... They should be the ones like on racial issues and all that. Like, I don't expect nothing to come out of that. I'm only looking at the NFL for entertainment.
You saying because they're athletes?
Yeah, like when the Cap situation happened, everybody wanted to boycott the NFL, and I get it. But now look, Cap took a bag, ain't shit happened. We back at square one, and he still want to play quarterback. So it's like motherfuckers boycotting for nothing.
He still want to play?
He still want to be a quarterback now. See what I'm saying? After taking the bag in the settlement. So that's what I'm saying, man. All that shit is crazy. I don't look at sports nothing but it's just sports. I love competition, and I want to see motherfuckers go head to head, and that's it. I don't look at them for my social justice. I don't expect that shit to happen because it's not gonna happen.
You don't give a fuck about the cause.
Yeah, because you already know, man. It's about the game. Them athletes ain't allowed to play the game. You either, if you talk out of place, or you know what I mean, you got a strong opinion, you're gonna be ostracized. You know what I mean? So it's like you damned if you do, damned if you don't. You can't just be regular. Like, they put you at a higher level than other people. Like, the most simplest things that get blown out of proportion. So what difference does it make? You might as well just play and keep it moving.
But that's the reason why people think they should be the ones to speak on political issues, is because they held at a higher standard.
But there's people that do that already, but that's my point. They'll prop them up and leave the like professionals up. There's people that you can talk to that are way more educated on a lot more issues than this, but they choose to go to the athletes because they know, like you said, they focus on their craft and they know they can't really say shit. You know what I mean? So I don't look at the NFL and NBA to be social justice. Like, just watch that shit for what it is. It's sports. That's it. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't.
Gotcha.
So that's my thing. But salute to Lamar, man, because it was like 4 other quarterbacks drafted before him, man. None of them shit. And he the man.
Okay, then.
Baltimore Ravens, that's my second adopted team. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, I'm a Lions fan.
That's my cousin Baltimore squad.
That's what. Hey, I fuck with the Ravens. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he go crazy for the motherfuckers.
I gotta fuck with him, man. Lamar's dope, man. Like,
yo, segue.
Yo, go ahead.
I got a bone to pick.
Please do it.
If you wear, and I'm saying this to the ladies mostly, if you wear workout clothes every day or all the time,
okay,
and you don't work out, stop. Go ahead. I'm good. That's all I had to say.
If you wear workout clothes all day,
every day,
and you don't work out,
stop.
But I think those is like pajamas.
Nancy, huh?
It's like comfort clothes or some shit, right?
You part of the problem.
Ain't that like spandex type of shit? Like comfortable looking shit. I get it, but because as dudes, we use anything as workout clothes.
And hoop shorts.
Hoop shorts, and a goddamn tank top is working.
Yeah,
so what I'm saying, like, I mean,
anything.
So what do you mean, like yoga pants?
Nigga.
What's women's workout shit? I don't even know what the fuck that is. What's their workout clothes?
They know what I'm talking about. When you look like you just came back from practicing a 5K, like you've been conditioning, but you haven't, you should probably stop doing that.
Well, if they look like it, they've been doing something strenuous.
No, if you,
God damn it,
I was done. But if your ass ain't been working out, stop wearing workout clothes like you just came from working out, or you're on your way to working out. You living a lie. Knock it off. Cut it out.
Hey, that's B Mason with that, and he stand by it, but
and I'm done.
That shit just look like comfortable shit to me. Like, you know what I mean? 'Cause I'd be considering wearing workout clothes, and I just wear hoop shorts and a t-shirt. That's workout clothes. That's comfortable shit. You at the crib, bro.
How often you in public like that?
Never.
Point taken.
Okay. I can see where you come from in public. Okay. Yeah. Talking about scarves on the head, all that type of shit.
That's a whole nother talk show, workout shit.
Okay.
You talking about that bonnet? Oh, we're not going to get on that bonnet.
Hey, listen.
Alright, since we on
you
the
validating it though. If you working out and then you in that type of gear, you good.
How do
you know if they not working out or not though?
Because they're not.
That's my thing. What if they are?
No. You haven't been working out if you still smell like fresh laundry. Right? And if you did get finished working out, why are you going around everywhere with a sweaty crotch and a wet back, all up in Starbucks and shit? Now you walking through Target with a sweaty ass?
They might have just been on their way home. You just happened to see him at that time on their way to the crib.
All of them?
No, I don't know. I'm going to let you down that hill. I don't know what to say about that
Back to this.
Hey, you said that, and I love it. I'll stand with you, though.
Man, fuck that.
If you don't workout clothes and they ain't working out, stop it.
You got me wanting to talk about it now. You keep talking over it. Why is that? You don't want me to?
I'm fucking with you.
Okay, if it's gonna hit too close to home,
no. I'm fucking with you. Hey, I'm all cool with it.
I just got a question.
Yes, sir.
The bonnet.
Yes.
Aren't you supposed to be wearing the bonnet to keep the hair secure and nice and in place?
Yeah.
So when you go out in public and get dressed, you take, you know what I mean? Your hair looks nice. That's what it's do, right?
I guess.
Shit in place.
Shit.
Ladies, correct me if I'm wrong.
But if you know you about to sweat, they ain't got a good time to wear
nigga. You ain't sweating at Family Dollar.
They might have came back.
You ain't sweating at Speedway, man. You ain't sweating at the Meyer on K-Zoo.
They might have just came back from that, bro.
I'm talking about the bonnet.
I know, bro.
So if the goal is the bonnet to wear at night to keep your hair in place, so when you get up and go out, it comes off so your hair is nice. Why the fuck y'all still got it on all the time? Like, when you gonna take it off?
I don't fucking know.
That's what I'm saying. If it's to make your hair look nice and hold it in place, when the fuck you gonna let us see?
You usually take it off at the crib. That's my thing. Most women will take that off at the crib because they know they're not going out in public like that. So if you go out in public like that, it's because you got a purpose. It's a reason for it. Now you don't, and they just don't give a fuck what people think. Maybe. We are SimpFree, man. We saying stand in your power. If you want to fucking go out in the bonnet and look crazy, then fucking go out in the bonnet. Goddammit.
Uber X zip by with a bonnet in the back seat.
Well, shit, she ain't got shit else to do but drive. She ain't going nowhere.
No, she was the passenger.
Oh, she was
all bonnet in the Uber. Like,
no, the dude.
We gonna take it off?
The dude paid for the Uber X. She know she about to go home to the crib and sweat it out. She was about to go get that work, so she was already ready. You got to think about the other side
she was on
too,
her
man.
way to the ski.
Somebody might have paid for the Uber X. Like, come on through. You already know what's going down.
Okay.
You already know what time it is.
You damn
just come
sure
ready.
Don't wear the bonnet if you want some action.
She just got her hair done. She ain't sweating that shit off of your ass, motherfucker. She got to keep that shit intact. You know what I mean? Because she about to go out the next day. And if she just paid a couple $100 for it and then fuck it up for your goofy ass, she gonna be mad.
Y'all wanna know what fucks me up?
Yeah.
It's like all the shit this nigga be on. He is like Team Bonnet right now.
I'm just trying to be devil's advocate.
That shit plagues society. It plagues our society.
I like looking at shit the other way too.
Just like flip flops on men, bonnets in the daytime.
No. I'm with you on the flip flops. There's no reason for a man to wear flip flops ever in his life, B.
I'm all for it, man.
Ever, bro. Especially the thong ones. You can wear slides, but if you got thong flip flops on, man,
see?
Question yourself. What up? What we got?
Tony said bonnets shouldn't be worn in public unless you're headed to the beauty shop.
That's what I'm saying. Like they might be going to get their hair did. They might be going to somewhere real quick.
What's up, Terry Williams? If we didn't say what's up.
What up,
and
though?
She agrees with Tony. Off top. See? That's a beautiful thing. Yeah. No bonnies.
Okay. There you go. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, some people just might be caught in awkward moments. They might be on that tip. They might have just came from the gym. They might be going to get their hair did. They might be, and you just catch them. And they got enough self-confidence to come outside like that. Like, fuck it, I don't care who see me. I'm only doing this for a reason.
Or it might be just one big-ass cotton ball on that motherfucker. And she can't do shit with it till she get paid. Stay your ass in the house.
And I feel the same way about the next thing I want to touch on. Why do people do dumb shit like steal shit in open, like in stores and gas stations, as if the camera game ain't stupid
in
nice.
The daytime?
In the daytime. Have you seen these videos where motherfuckers is getting caught? There's a dude, he's narrating the person that they're stealing. Yeah. I think it's beautiful. I think it's great.
I mean, everybody pretty much these days will steal and get caught, man.
But no. Like back in like our days, like the 90s.
Well, nowhere near as many cameras.
Thank you. There was plenty of blind spots. There was plenty of blind spots. Can I come clean?
Mirrors in the corner.
Can I come clean?
What?
Let me tell y'all something. In my early days in college, I used to tear the bookstore up.
Oh,
do you hear me? I would, but see, here's the cold part about it. I was stealing without stealing.
He was stealing.
Here's the thing, though. I was stealing the books, but giving it back to them.
No, you weren't giving them back to them.
They were buying it back from me.
You were selling them back.
They were buying their own books that I took. But listen, I was just a young dumb motherfucker doing that shit, and I knew the blind spots. You gotta know blind spots. Today, there are no blind spots. I was tearing the bookstore up.
Killing.
For about a year and a half.
A cold killing.
Yeah. I'm gonna come clean. I gotta be honest, you know what I mean? Because I can't talk about other motherfuckers without putting my shit out there.
I guess this is the place to do that.
Yeah, I used to tear their ass up. I used to tear the bookstore. I would go from one bookstore to the other and tear their ass up.
Ping pong.
Stupid shit. It's very dumb. I know it was dumb.
I witnessed it.
So, on one aspect, I can see people being desperate and know they stupid and know they shouldn't do the shit. But you gotta be like MacGyver today, bro. You gotta be super slick. Like, these people are in the open putting shit in their purses, down their pants, and just trying to walk out the store like the shit is sweet.
Bro, these days, you gotta work there.
Like, you gotta have you gotta have a fucking plug to steal some shit. But these people stealing shit like it's still the 90s. I don't get it, but I appreciate it because I get amusement out of the shit. When motherfuckers get busted or anything like that happen, I love it. That shit be funny as a motherfucker. Yeah. I prey on people downfalls because I need entertainment sometimes.
Oh, gee. Prey on them?
They stupid enough to do it. I'm like, I wouldn't do the shit today. You know what I mean? I'm 37. I did that shit when I was in my 20s. And I did it in a safe space. You know, it was blind spots where I was at.
I hope your employer don't see this shit.
I was educated. You know, that was way back in the day. Before I didn't have my degree yet. You know what I mean?
You didn't.
You know what I mean? I'm talking about when I'm like freshman, sophomore. You know what I mean? College. Like,
you almost didn't get that motherfucker.
Hey. I thank him every day for making it because I don't know how I made it through that motherfucker neither.
Who was that, Hurt? What was that?
We had a class together and failed that bitch. And I got caught cheating off this motherfucker and we both got an F on the test.
Here's the thing. You wasn't cheating off me. I was like, wait, cheating off you because you had been to the class more.
And I got caught. That was
and the instructor accused him of cheating off me.
Bro, I was so mad at him because, like, bro, you see my grades. Like, you can just let a motherfucker rock if you get an F.
That's because you just look like a shit motherfucker. He knew you.
You obviously ain't cheating if you failed the test anyway. You just let me rock. But I had to hold that, and it's expunged, though. I got it off my record when I graduated.
That's how much you wanted it. You had it in for your ass. That nigga accused you of copy plagiarism when you got an F.
And he laid the facts out. He showed me where I was cheating at.
He
And I
cared
did
that
it.
much.
I did it.
You a dirty motherfucker.
But we failed anyway. So what difference do it make? We both got Fs. We both failed that fucking. What class was that?
Like hard F.
What was that? What was
that? Was accounting.
Accounting. Holy shit.
101. Nigga, first class.
Accounting in college tore my ass up.
Slapping my head, dog. I couldn't get that shit.
What's up, people, man? Hey, man, I'm just being honest, man. I just got to put my story out here.
Put the gravy out there.
But all you motherfuckers that's still stealing and think shit sweet, I appreciate you because I love laughing at your dumb ass. Like, you can't. The camera game is stupid now.
Yeah.
It's not only cameras in the sky. These motherfuckers are cameras. It wasn't none of
Everywhere.
these. Man, there wasn't no cameras when I was doing that shit early 2000.
No.
Camera game was.
There was
mad weak.
Like
you could barely take a picture.
Yeah.
Like you thought you was doing some shit taking one picture.
You thought you was doing something if you had a cell phone.
You know what I mean? Like shit.
You didn't have a cell phone.
Steal it today.
2002.
People even got the ring joints on their fucking crib. You know what I mean? Because people get so many packages dropped off.
Yeah.
As soon as you hit the porch, that thing click on. Like technology is stupid.
Yeah, ring is nuts.
Yeah. I need to invest in one of them.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to my brother Toon.
Oh, Toon, what up, though?
My cousin Sammy, man. We had a good time on the West Coast. That young Sam that got down cap, no cap. Yeah. Just want to send some love to my cousin, man.
I didn't even ask you about your week.
Oh, nigga, it's all good. I had a great week, man. Week was amazing. We went to LA for my brother's 40.
Oh, that's what's up. That's a good time.
It was a good time, man. Told the streets that my back and my legs is killing me. I'm just on these scooters. You know, like big cities now got all these scooters everywhere. And you download the app.
Oh, like the bird joints or whatever?
It was the bird. We was on the bird. Yeah. Man, that shit was fun as hell.
How does that
shit is addictive. You download the app, put your card on the app, scan the QR code with your phone. Yeah. It links your app to that bike, and as you ride, they charge you.
Now, what if you fall off that motherfucker? Who you sue?
Yourself, motherfucker.
Do they got it in small print if you big as a motherfucker or you clumsy
they got all that
if you
shit. All that shit is in the
good
agreement.
Luck.
Yeah.
Because I can see some people falling off that thing.
That ain't like that, man. If you falling off a scooter, you're just doing too much.
There's a lot of uncoordinated people out here, man.
Sad to say. Shit, we was cutting through that, man, downtown LA, chopping through that bitch. I ain't never rode them before. I thought it was for lanes. Yeah. We got on, man, I was like a kid.
You took the words out of my mouth. I seen the scooters, and I leave that motherfucker right there.
Bro, you get on one of them.
I'm not getting on that shit.
Look, you get on it, and it's just like a handle, like a little thumb, and you got a brake. That's it, bro. You get on that bitch, and you just give it one push and hit, and I'm gonna take off. That bitch do like 5-7 miles an hour. If you bitch be floating, it's fun. You get on it, you're gonna enjoy it. That's what I'm telling you. So if you think they for hoe ass niggas, don't get on it. But if I see one downtown, I'm hopping on that bitch.
Benny Blanco, what up, though? What's good, y'all? Hey, man, we good, Benny. You know what I mean?
What's up, fam?
You know what? With them scooters, I just see scam. Like, because I can see falling off and trying to sue a motherfucker. Like, that's just where my mind go. I ain't gonna lie.
All that's in the disclaimer when you download the app, man.
Yeah. And most motherfuckers don't read that shit.
And that's their problem.
Hey, have you seen these vigilante motherfuckers that's doing like... Have you seen the show To Catch a Predator?
Of course, yeah.
To Catch a Predator is one of the best shows on earth. That's one of the best shows that ever existed. They stupid asses going in there because they fucking creeps and they fucking with young people thinking they gonna meet up with somebody underage and they go in there as Chris Hansen stupid ass.
Chris Hansen.
Busting the fuck out of them, right? Mm-hmm. But it's these vigilantes that's doing it now.
And they beating their ass.
No, they like catch them in Walmart and all that type of shit. They're just catch them in random places and put them on camera now. They don't gotta touch them. But just the fact that they know their name and their information, and you should see them trying to flee the scene. Like, anybody with that predator shit is, like, sick. And so I love seeing they downfalls, and I think that's the funniest shit ever.
Bro, I seen some on YouTube where this young guy was set up, the dude and the girl be in the room with it and everything. He'd start taking his clothes off. They'll bust in, start shooting with paintball guns, everything.
That is fucking great.
Yeah.
A raw paintball gun?
And while he naked, nigga.
Shit. Oh, my God. If y'all ain't never been shot with a paintball gun, oh my God.
I haven't, and I heard it hurt though.
You never been paintballing?
Nah, man.
Man, that shit fun as a. You gotta have layers on that shit still leave it wet.
Man, drop one on me if y'all know a good paintballing joint over here on the west side of the Midden.
Yeah, I don't know a good one over here. That's a good
man.
point. But you know what I used to like Bait Car too? Have you seen Bait Car?
Yes.
Bait Car is racist.
We talked about that. We talked about this lightweight on the last episode. We was talking about
I don't remember talking about that shit.
Yeah, bro, we was talking about money and the root of all evil. And if the opportunity is there, and we mentioned Bakar. Like they leave this, like would good people do bad things if the money wasn't involved?
No, but what I realized with Bakar, they would put it in areas where they know it was deprived, that they know it was a motherfucker gonna do some stupid shit.
But do the motherfuckers who still in the car know that still in the car is wrong?
Yes,
no matter
absolutely.
what the fuck they put.
They know it's immediately when they get into it because you can hear them talking. Yeah. They know they shouldn't be doing the shit because they be breathing heavy and they be smiling and laughing and knowing like I shouldn't be in this motherfucker.
And then they get what they get.
I used to get great enjoyment out of Bakar, but that's just some racist shit. Like,
now you mad?
Now. Yeah, I done grew up a little bit. I don't fuck with the Bakar. Catch a Predator, yes, that's cool. I don't give a fuck about that. But that Bakar is some bullshit. I just not realized that y'all got me. Bakar, that was on True TV. Y'all got me because I watched the fuck out of that shit. But now I'm totally opposed to that shit and fuck y'all. True TV, Bakar, fuck y'all. You know what I mean? We're going to get into the topic in a minute.
Hold on, man. Benny Blanco said, have you heard about the dude that walked from one state to another to meet a little girl?
No, but I hope his fucking toenails popped off and he got
on foot?
No. Wait, a whole state? How can you even do that? By the time you'll turn around halfway through that motherfucker.
Not if you're a perv, if you're sick.
Man, I don't.
Like a polar bear.
That's incredible. You that much of a perv, you can't even catch a ride?
They out there, bro. He footed it. He ain't want no paper trail, no Uber receipt.
Yeah, Benny, I need to see some facts on that because walking to that, like you can't go halfway, like catch a ride or nothing.
I don't know, man.
Wow. No, I haven't heard of that, Benny. Straight up, you know what I mean? But another reason we do this shit, man.
He said he wound up getting caught though.
That's obvious because you obviously a fool if you plan on walking anywhere that far.
You kind of stupid.
Your mentals is fucking on level 0.
What's up in this motherfucker, man?
Hey, we kicking it, man. We having fun, you know. We about to get into it.
Good people. Talk to us.
Yeah, good people, man. Like I said, we getting this out the mud. We appreciate y'all. We just doing some goofy, random shit. You know what I mean? This is how we start off the SimpFree podcast. And
Stop Bonnet. That might be a new campaign. Stop Bonnet campaign.
The best thing about this now and the dopest shit about like YouTube and all these type of channels, and we appreciate y'all, like we saying, for watching. Yes. You can like...
Yes.
You can be the filter to what you watch now. You know what I mean? Before you just had the news, videos, and like books. Mm-hmm. You didn't have this type of medium to where you could just literally turn the TV off. Like a lot of people don't even have cable today.
Yeah, I don't.
You don't need TV for real.
I don't have cable.
And then you can filter in the messages that you want. And I think that's the dopest shit about the internet today and like these YouTube channels and why we do it. Just to have a voice and to put some shit out here. You know what I mean? And appreciate y'all for that joining us and join the live chat. Yeah, because I think that shit dope.
This is dope, man. Having this space.
Yeah, but
go ahead.
Go ahead. My bad.
Nah, I was gonna say we gotta have that group discussion though.
Yeah, and together. Peep this though. This is the best thing about it today. Have you heard about the shit that's going on with that movie, the Harriet Tubman movie?
What's going on with it?
People are boycotting it, and people don't like it because we have mediums today, and more information is being put out there. You know what I mean?
Is that shit like fake? Is it fabricated?
No, it's like legit. Okay. Because Harriet Tubman is like a American like icon, like a hero. Yeah, you know what I mean? So number one, it should be played by somebody that's in America.
Oh, you talking about the fact that she's a British actor?
British, not Kenyan, but British Nigerian too. Grew up in Great Britain, but Nigerian. So it's stuff like that where you need Spike on that. You need like Ryan Coogler. Is that the man that did Black Panther? Right, Ryan Coogler.
I don't know. I
think. Fact check me on that, but I think Ryan, like something like that. Somebody that's dope like that. Spike Lee, anything like that. A Harriet Tubman movement is like that shit should be on the Malcolm X level. Malcolm X was like one of the best movies like ever made that Spike did. You know what I mean? Yeah. It deserves that respect. So if your lineage is not here in America, it's certain like actors are actors. I feel like if you dope for the role, you should be. That's how I feel. Certain shit like that, you need American-born motherfuckers for that. You need like genuine like dope producers, directors, and they didn't have that in that movie, and it flopping. You know what I mean? And rightfully so. And they putting characters in it that didn't exist. You know what I mean?
Oh, of course.
So the movie just built off some bullshit. And we only knew that because of the mediums now today. People with platforms are just putting the information out. You can go to Twitter, you can go to Facebook, you can go to Instagram and see all the people that have a problem with it, and you can look and see why and form your own opinion now. That's the dopest shit about the mediums today. Which is why a lot of people have a problem with it though. Because before, if the lady would have came out and just played Harriet Tubman, nobody would have known where she was fucking from. You wouldn't have did the research. You would just like, oh, she black. Oh, she must be down. But she put out shit on Twitter talking about like black Americans, and you know, it was a big thing. You know?
So she was going against the grain?
Yeah, she was going against it, but playing a fucking iconic role in America.
That's a different story. Because I didn't give a shit about her playing an iconic role. The actor's an actor. It's a role. They're pretending, no matter who plays the person. But if she doing some shit like that.
So like I'm saying all that shit came out through social media. And that's the dopest shit about today. That's what I love, man. And everybody is jumping on board, and it helped the movie flop. Because without that steam like that, a lot of people getting behind that, and they literally boycotting it. They got a hashtag like "Not My Harriet."
Damn,
like, you know what I mean? Like it really got to that serious.
Really?
And then Deeper Darker is like the movie like was put out by somebody in Comcast, and people is boycotting Comcast because of the Byron Allen situation. If you don't know who Byron Allen is, check him out. You know what I mean? He's like a billionaire. He one that bought the Weather Channel, and he's fighting against Comcast. You know, for rights that's owed to black people. You know what I mean? And a lot of people don't know about it. So it's like a lot of shit out. And that's what I do appreciate about these mediums today. Because this information get out there like that. Before, you would have already supported the shit and thought it was dope, saw it. And by that time, it's too late. But now you can form your own opinion and you can filter what you need to see.
That's
even
true.
For your kids. Like, you don't have to sit them in front of a TV and watch that bullshit. They can, watch some educational shit. We'll do anything. So if you're a creator and you love putting shit out, put it out, man. Because this is necessary. Any type of YouTube channels, any type of mediums you go to, you don't have to just go with the bullshit. And
the bare necessities.
Yeah, and that goes with our topics, man. Failure is an option if you don't play the game,
You got to play the game. But
it's sad out here to know that. Because
what
as
is
a
the
kid,
game?
You don't know that.
What's the game, G?
The game is being part of the system. You know what I mean? Like, how do you feel knowing the America structure for melanated black people is, if you're not willing to play the game, you're not going to make it. Like, if you're not willing to acquiesce and go with their system and shuck and jive, you know what I mean? What we call coon. It's hard for you out here, man. But you don't realize that as you're young. You're not taught that. You know what I mean? As you grow up, you think you have a shot to do this. You think you have a shot to do that. You go to school to be in this position. You go to school to do different shit. You get a trade or you try to make it high. And you realize there's a ceiling to that shit.
See, I be having a quarrel with that.
Why do you have a quarrel with that?
Like, Master P wasn't no shucking and jiving ass nigga. Nipsey Hussle wasn't. Shit, Baby wasn't either. As despite the accusations. What's his name? Bob, the dude who on BET?
No. See, now I was with you with the artists, but Bob Johnson, I don't know about that.
You don't know. But just because he's a billionaire don't mean he sold out.
Nah, I'm pretty much sure. Now, when you're talking about rapping and Master P and that type of shit, that's building your own. You know what I mean?
What about
They're not going with
okay.
the corporate structure.
Exactly. So you know
what I mean?
The way
I'm talking about like
the way you're saying it though. You're saying it like the shit is set up for you to fail, but there's so many people out there not failing that's not selling out. So I'm trying to figure out.
That's the illusion. You know what I mean? You don't know that's on the outside. You don't know what it takes to get to that level. Like, it takes a strong individual. Like, Master P is like an outliner. He's one of the very few people that did the shit right, in my opinion.
But
there's a lot of people, as a child, you have a dream. You think, oh, well, shit, I work hard. I do my thing. I'm going to get there. But then you realize once you in that game, that shit is not for play. Like,
that's for
sometimes
everything, though, G. Don't you agree that that's for anything worth obtaining? Any business venture, any aspiration you have, you're going to have to get into the grit of it. And when you do, the shit going to be dirty. And failure is going to be an option. But everybody who makes it to those levels push past that. Like, so it's going to take that elite person no matter what the score is.
No, but that's my thing. Do they push past it or do they just play the game? Are they willing to sell their people out? You know what I mean? Are they really righteous? Are they really preaching the right message? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That's my point. As you get into the games Like whatever that is, if you're trying to be a professional in just the business world, if you're trying to be high in the movie industry, music, the higher you get, you see them people go crazy. Shit always happening, and I don't think it's for no fake. Like, I think shit happens because that shit is wicked. Like,
but see,
a lot of these industries and a lot of shit is facades. They make you think like if you just do the right thing and you work hard, you're gonna make it. But then when you get into it, you realize how sinister the shit is, which got me questioning the motherfuckers that made it there. What type of dirt have they done?
I gotta come from another angle.
I appreciate that. I like that.
Because I'm feeling like you have to be careful because a lot of the things they do is highly publicized and they're making it seem like all these people going crazy and all these conspiracy theories and all that shit. Man, that can purely be disinformation tactics to keep us out of that industry or keep us out of that game from being able to spread our media and gain our own platforms. You see what I mean? Have you ever looked at it like that? Because you know how deep the evils that be delve into the deception of twisting and tangling shit to make it seem like, you know what I mean, everybody's this or everybody's that. But if we don't look past that shit and look over it, then we'll never get into the industry or have our own platform or our own Hollywood or our own culture of movies and films on a higher level if we always think if we push and get to that success level that all our shit gonna come crashing down. And that's disinformation to me because I believe there's a lot of successful actors and directors and writers that ain't had to deal with none of that bullshit and they're wealthy and feeding their families.
Man,
and I don't know.
And I don't think so. I think motherfuckers is wealthy and feeding their families because they play the game. You realize, like, there's a ceiling on certain shit. Like, if you really, like, have knowledge yourself and you really strong in your beliefs, that shit ain't good for business. Like, think about it. Even, like, if you go to athletes right now. If they try to speak out on social justice type of shit, they try to quiet them. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because they're part of an organization. The organization don't want you to have your own mind. They want you to think how they think. That's my part. That's what I'm talking about, the game. You have to play in that structure. If you go off, next thing you, like Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf in the NBA. He didn't want to stand for the flag. He never made it in the NBA no more. And he was still good. His name, formerly Chris Jackson. Mm-hmm. Situation like that. When you have knowledge yourself, I think is the issue. When you really know history and you don't take certain shit and you're not shucking and jiving and smiling at everybody and you strong and stern in your beliefs, that's frowned upon if you black. I mean, just being honest.
So then what are we supposed to do?
That's my opinion.
So what are you supposed to do? Because that's what you have to. When you're a black person, that's what you have to be. We ain't got no fucking option.
Doing your own thing, and that's the point. You don't have to follow the structure. You don't have to follow the system.
You do
not. But that's how we're taught. You're taught. You follow the system. Like a lot of times, people are going to school, and if you're going to school, you're doing what? You're trying to get a job. You're not trying to be a boss. School don't teach you how to be a boss. School teach you how to work for people. You know what I mean? So if you work for people, you're joining that system. And once you get into that system, that's when you know and you gain knowledge yourself. When you're like, oh shit, what I was thinking in the past is not gonna work. You was going into it innocent, but you realize if you speak about certain shit or you do a thing that the business don't like, you could be fired. You know what I mean? Just for speaking your mind. And it might not even be egregious. That's my point. You go into shit with false pretenses a lot. You think shit is one way, and then when you get there, you fuck. So that's especially think about politicians. Politicians have a certain way they can go. There's a ceiling for them. Because if you break up the agenda and you're not on par with the fucking higher ups, you will be fucked. Like for real. Like look at people like Kwame. That's the mayor of Detroit. People you don't know, Kwame Kilpatrick.
Yeah, I know.
He was doing fuck shit, but he wasn't doing no other shit than other mayors was doing. But yet they made that shit, you know what I mean, the problem. And he thought he was playing the game. But when you black, you play by different rules.
Did he really?
I mean? Yeah.
Who game was he playing? Because that was sloppy as hell.
No, he thought he wasn't doing no shit different other mayors that was doing. You know what I mean? There's plenty of other people that was doing the shit too. And they didn't get struck down as hard. You know what I mean?
Man,
it's there's a microscope on you if you melanated.
You gotta go with the program though. And no matter what you join, and I agree that there are a lot of ceilings and there are a lot of obstacles for not only just people of color, but poor people too, uneducated people. That's just the way the system is designed. But with the way technology is, and like you were speaking earlier, with the access to all this information, man, there's so many blueprints out there that like there's really no reason to try to follow someone else's structure, unless it's to build a foundation and then for you to do your own thing. But again, if you got internet access and you got the will to do something, you can do it. And that's why I'm past excuses now. People been doing shit independent and low key and under the radar and getting money and doing their own thing, not bothering nobody, getting wealthy, like genuinely wealthy, and you don't even know who the fuck they are. Anybody can do it if you got the will to do so. You ain't got to be in those industries and play those games. But you do got to know that you don't have to live by no structure at all. And that's why I don't be wanting to hear that systematically set up for us to fail. Well, nigga, we need to move out of that systematic way of thinking and find our own lane, because it's too many resources and too much access and too much drive and too much creativity in all of us for us to be standing still talking about we can't make this because they won't let us do that. Nigga, if your credit score right, I promise you the bank going to give you some money. And if you know how to handle your business, boom. If you do the necessary steps, just like buying a home, obtaining a business loan is the same pretense. I'm sorry. So you have to do the same shit. It's levels to the shit. But if you do it right, just like any other American, you can get that and move on and do your own thing. But anything outside of that, in my personal opinion, in today's age, if you ain't getting it how you want to get it, you're your own problem.
And in certain aspects, I agree with you, but there have been specific roadblocks placed in areas on purpose.
I agree.
You know what I mean? So it's not just like you pretending or like it's some illusion. No, people are planning on you to fail.
Of course.
When you come out the womb, if you melanated / black people.
Do we know that?
You know what I mean? It's a fact.
Okay, we know that. And then we also know what the obstacles are as well.
But here's the thing. You're also taught if you just put your head down and you just work hard, that's going to solve all your problems. Sometimes that's not true. And that's what I'm talking about. It's like you think you're doing the right thing and you feel like you're doing the right thing, and then you get into the game and you're like, oh shit.
Man, if you work
this
hard,
motherfucker is slanted against me. And then if you go against your people and you talk crazy shit and you don't rock with the core values that the your people have, but you go with the higher ups, you're going to be fielded as a traitor. You're going to be looked at as a coon. You know what I mean? And some people are cool with that. But for the majority, if you have knowledge yourself, that shit don't feel right. You know what I mean? You can't put your integrity on the line for nothing. So hold on. Some people will put their integrity on the line to be a part of the system.
Now you saying it's a problem for somebody to get a job and move up?
Yes. Like, no, it's not a problem. If that's what you're seeking, you have to know. You're basically signing on the dotted line. I'm willing to play the game.
Of course.
But that's a problem. Like, you don't know that you think you can be yourself and be free until you have fuck shit happen to you at the job.
You cannot be yourself and be free in somebody else's structure.
That's the bad part about it. That's what you're taught coming up. Go to school, do this, get the right certificates, you know what I mean? Degrees, whatever you want to call it. That's part of the game. Because you basically being placed into the work system. You know what I mean? Going on your own, going off the grid is really the way to go, but that's hard to do. Nobody's taught that. You know what I mean?
Is it really?
Yeah, that's very hard to do.
Why is it so hard to do that?
Because a lot of times you're looking for other companies or other people to give you income instead of getting on your own. Especially I'm talking from my standpoint. Growing up, I was taught go to school. You know what I mean? I was taught work your way up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
And then now that I'm in this system, it's like I realize like, oh shit, being an entrepreneur that's more of my mentality.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm already in the game, so it just makes it harder when you don't know that knowledge. When you don't really get the knowledge until you in the game. That's my point. You know what I mean? So I feel that people that have made it and really are at the top, I feel like they done some dirt. Like, you really got to go against the grain to really get high in certain aspects. If it's not your shit, if it's your own shit, then absolutely, yeah, there are no barriers and there are no boundaries. But that's the hardest shit to do, and that's why I salute people that can go off the grid and are entrepreneurs and can get it on their own and are not relying on a job specifically for their income.
So it sounds like you're speaking in absolutes. It's like you saying that anybody who work hard and move up got to do some dirt. Like to become partner at in an organization
Man,
or firm, you got to do that.
You've got to be around some people that don't got your best interests at heart.
You got a fucked up perception on.
You really no seriously. It's
because
some people
everybody's
that don't,
not welcome in those circles. Even though you make partner, don't mean you welcome into the diabolical shit they do.
Shit, the way I'm looking at it,
at all.
I'm almost like certain.
Yeah,
it's like.
You skewed, bro.
Yeah, my vision is skewed, but that's why I like the balance, because you don't think that way, but I do. You know what I mean? I really think the higher you make it, the more dangerous and more fucking deep waters you tread. Like that shit is
from
crazy,
my experience,
man.
the higher you make it, the easier the shit is, because everybody doing the work for you.
Nah, I don't see it that way, man. A lot of motherfuckers that got high positions, like say you want to be on CNN or some fucking one of them news channels. Man, you got to fucking go with the system. Like, you can't fucking think about this. How many motherfuckers really know about hidden colors? Like, true history about shit.
Probably not many, maybe.
Why do you think that is, though? You know what I mean? They just put the outside bullshit. They just want the fluffy shit.
How about this?
They don't want to teach you knowledge yourself. Once you learn knowledge yourself, you in some whole different
Who created hidden colors? This is what I want to know. Who created hidden colors?
Scholars, Tariq Nasheed, people that entrepreneurs, people that got their business mind right.
These scholars, these very intelligent people of color, why isn't that shit flooded on social media websites, Black Twitter and all that shit? Why is that shit not a priority for them if it's such valuable information for them?
Because
they have millions, hundreds and thousands of followers.
It's not them, it's the masses, the people that see the shit and like, oh, no, we don't want to put that out there.
Bro, you can't stop people from obtaining information.
Shit, yes, you fucking can.
No, you can't.
You can create the narrative if you're in control of the narrative. News, that's what I was talking about. That's why I was talking about this platform. YouTube channels. Like, that's why it's so dope to be able to put this information out there. A lot of people didn't know that, so all you would go off is the news. All you would see is the negative shit. You know what I mean? They wouldn't show you the positive shit. They would never, ever talk about nothing like healing colors or any type of positive shit for people that's melanated. You blaming the
media for everybody not knowing about hidden colors when the media don't even know about it.
No, they do know about it. That's the problem. They know about history, man. History has been out there forever. That's not the point. And all this shit has been out there since the beginning of time. No, the point is they choose to neglect it and go a certain way and steer you a certain way. That's my point. And if you're not steered that certain way, I feel like
I don't like the way you're blaming the system for the lack of success in what you expect for these videos, for example. That's what we're talking about. It sounds like I feel like you're blaming the system for that shit not being successful.
Absolutely, I do.
You can't.
Because it's very successful underground.
These scholars, once again, have a multitude of outlets with tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of followers. All they have to do is put the content out. And promote it to those people that follow them already.
They are putting this shit out. They're trying to like Hidden Colors. They try to put the shit on Netflix. Netflix don't want it. That's a big medium. Why wouldn't you want something that significant? Like, it just fucking broke numbers.
Because it's not significant to them.
That's my point. Because it's just facts though. That's the thing. It's not like it's propaganda. This is history. This is shit that happened, but they want you to know the dumbed down shit. They want you to know the fluffy shit. They don't want you to know the real shit. Especially, I'm talking from a point of view, if you melanated black, you know what I mean? That's the only point of view I can come from. You know what I mean? I feel they hide shit. I never known shit. Like, I didn't grow up knowing nothing about history from fucking kindergarten through 12.
Bro,
I didn't learn shit.
1 through 5.
Period.
Will set Netflix on fire.
You said what?
Netflix would be lit if they.
So why don't Netflix have it on there? At least one.
I don't know.
That's my point, because they don't want the information.
Are they trying to negotiate the right deal? There's so many circumstances.
Nah, fam.
How do you know?
Did they say that? They don't want that shit out there.
Netflix don't want it.
I'm not putting Netflix out there specifically. They don't want it, but the fact that shit is like, if you went on Amazon, that shit made it to #1. Like, in sales, the shit is going crazy.
That's all they need to be.
Why wouldn't Netflix want something like that? Why wouldn't other mediums want something like that? Why wouldn't school systems want that? Want to teach the hidden history that is not being taught in the school system today? I think it's for a specific reason. They don't want it out there, and that's my point. I feel people that have made it to certain levels are compromised. And I hate to say it like that, and you don't realize that until you get knowledge yourself. You know what I mean? That's why I'm saying that, like, failure is an option.
It don't make sense to me.
I'm not gonna be in your system. I'm gonna just do my own thing. I'm gonna be an entrepreneur and I'm gonna grind, get it out the mud. And you don't realize that until you are in the corporate world.
And once you're in the corporate world, though, isn't that what they were doing?
Some people weren't.
No, I'm saying is in regards to Hidden Colors. Isn't that what they were doing? Hidden
Colors, but that's somebody that don't have a job. They got their own ideas, and they fucking got a bunch of people that was together that are scholars and came together and made that shit pop. You know what I mean? But no corporate sponsors or nobody, no big companies picked that shit up.
Do they need to?
That was crowdfunded. My thing is,
why do Hidden Colors need that? Why do they need them to?
Why wouldn't you if that's history that's been hidden?
And not only that, if they did something like that, they would have to split the pot.
But
they would also then become a part of the same structure that they're talking about in the movies.
But what's wrong with your history and what's wrong with the facts being put out?
Nothing. But you got to realize the facts they're putting out are against the same entities who caused the distraction or the bullshit in the first place.
But if that shit,
why would the very platforms that caused the shit they're talking about in Hidden Colors, the people that own these platforms, why would they put that shit out to down themselves? Why would that be a part of their program?
It's not downing themselves.
Why would they put out something to wake people up when their goal is not to do so?
There you go. Now you're talking. That's my point.
But
they don't want to wake you up.
But we know that though. That's my point.
So that means you sign on the dotted line that you can play in their system.
Move,
you know
twist in a whole new other format, man. We need to move in another direction.
The masses do, but a lot of people are willing to play the game. That's my point. And if I look at you and you made it high up, I'm looking at you like, oh shit, you signed on the dotted line to play the game, because that history is out there. Facts are out there. Books have been out there forever. You know what I mean? This shit shouldn't be new, but it is new to a lot of people. A lot of people have never heard of Hidden Colors. A lot of people don't even know, like, well, I can't say that, because if you cooning, I think that take effort. You know, if you're going against your people and you've got a different agenda, and you know in your core, you know what I mean, when shit ain't right. Yeah. So that's my thing. People overlook that aspect and they just go with it.
I think
I don't think that shit is right.
If we know what the fuck is going on, we need to move. We need to shift. And I feel like the dynamic is shifting. I say that shit all the time. This day and age, with the access to this information, the dynamic is shifting. Want to give a shout out to Stacy. What did she say on social media?
Oh, let's put it out there, please. We want all the comments, all the fuck shit.
Oh, I don't know what Stacy talking about. She was asking, what did somebody say on social media? Want to give a shout out to my boy Herb Dog, Familan. What's good, baby?
Oh,
thanks for tuning in, my G.
What up, though?
Young Herb. Snipe says, as long as you not hurt nobody, get it by any means necessary. I dig that. Herb gave you a shout out, nigga. He said, Young G Money.
I'm just saying, man. This
Snipe
shit's crazy,
with the facts. Say, damned if you do, damned if you don't.
That's
but that shit still comes full circle, though, man. One monkey don't stop no show. Just because we're not invited into their platform or to be on their show or their network, you get your own fucking show. Yeah. Make your own network.
I agree. But I think that need to be preached at an earlier age.
Fuck you mean?
You know what I mean? A lot of people sending their kids out here like under some illusion like, oh yeah, this shit is just, if you do it like this and you keep your head down and you do the right thing, it's going to work out for you. You need to know both sides of the spectrum.
Get in your own lane.
You need to be educated on how to maneuver in life. There's two parts of the game.
No matter how small, get in your own lane. Get your shit. Get your own shit. It's not that hard to do.
And that's what I'm preaching.
Do some research.
But a lot of people feel like they in their own game when they not. Yeah. You know what I mean? They playing the game and looking at you like, what's wrong with you? Why you not up here with me? You know what I mean? Yeah. Why you not on my level?
I feel that. And I got to say this too. If you fail, you got to be comfortable failing. Again, as the old cliche goes, failure is a lesson.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to embrace that shit, because if you don't fail, you don't learn. But the key to it is to embrace the failure and keep pushing through the shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to, or you ain't going to never have nothing.
Gain knowledge yourself. Get out here. Study on your own.
That's
Come
right.
to your own. And then make your fucking educated, guess. You know what I mean? If you want to play the game, but know what it's about.
Do your research.
Do your research. And
unlike this motherfucker.
Be for your people, man. Period. I don't think you can be for your people and have a high position in this world if you're melanated or black. Like, if you don't create it on your own. That's my point. Like, this system is not slanted for us to make it like that. So you really got to do some ass kissing or fucking make some maneuvers that most people won't make.
This is
to get there,
opinion,
you know what I mean?
This is
but they
Gordon's
teach kids
opinion.
like, oh, it's just all about going to school and it's all about doing the right thing. When that's not the case, man. Because there's plenty of motherfuckers do the right thing and they get fired all the time. I see it all the time in my profession. You know what I mean? Shit I do in business. I see people get fired all the time for the stupidest shit.
Tell me this: if there was no structure or no rules, how could people succeed?
You can succeed by fucking creating your own. But that's the point. Majority of people will have to follow the structure and have to follow the rules whether you like it or not. You know what I mean? Creating your own is the way out of that. That's the only way you make it out of what you say. You got to go around the system.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the shit.
But most people are not taught that, though. Most people are not taught to go around the system. Most people are taught to be a part of the system.
But that's changing.
And that's the issue. It's changing slowly. And that's what I was talking about with YouTube and different platforms. I think that's the dopest shit about, you know, platforms like this and other platforms, whatever you watch.
It's a little small baby platform.
You know what I mean? We just on a small level, and we appreciate the level we on.
And we appreciate y'all for being on this level with us, because even when we get bigger, y'all gonna be the ones we gonna show the love to.
Yeah, but like you see stories all the time about how areas get little amounts of, like the whole city.
Thanks,
like,
Mama Reynolds.
It was just a story about the third ward got the lowest amount of the percentage of money. It was like hundreds of thousands. It was like first ward got hundreds of thousands. The second ward got 100,000. This is in Grand Rapids, Michigan. The third ward, which is happened to be the most heavily area with black people, got like 10,000. You know what I mean? 10 million. They got 10 to 20 million as opposed to hundreds of millions. You know what I mean? Not hundreds of thousands. If I said that, I was wrong. They're getting like resources are going to areas where they don't think black people should be. And I think that's what I'm talking about. That's another issue. Like the people that's higher up, they have an agenda and they know where the resources should go. You know what I mean? They know what it would take to build a community up.
Okay.
Like if you zap an area out of resources and don't fill it with nothing else productive, of course it's gonna be fuck shit. You know what I mean? And then it's looked on you as, oh, you supposed to make it out of that type of shit when you was destined to fail. You know what I mean? And when you fail, it's like, oh, it's your fault. You lazy. You the one that's fucked up. But no, it's like it's twofold. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, everything is not slanted for you to make it. If you do make it, like, salute you, you know?
And if it ain't slanted for you to make it, and you have the desire to make it, find a new slide.
Yeah. I'm definitely an advocate for getting it out the mud and doing your own thing. I'm an advocate for that. That's why we got the SimpFree podcast. You know what I mean? That's why I fucking want to do anything I can, but I also know it's limits to certain shit. You know what I mean? It's ceilings to shit, and you got to be honest. That's just my point.
So then you create your own space and you create your own ceiling.
Yeah, man. And if you willing to cross that threshold, then cool. But at the same time, a lot of people might not be fucking with you. And I think once you make it to the level that high, you know that, and you don't give a fuck. And that's a bad place to be. Like
when you feel like people ain't fucking with you, and that's when you keep pushing harder. When you tired and you don't want to put in no work, that's when you put in the work, and that's when God will bless you. I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
Do the work when you tired. Push even though that shit ain't showing no results, and I promise you, you're gonna see something on the back end that come out a little better than what you had before, just because you push through. That's real shit, and I know it sounds cliche, but work when you tired. When you don't feel like it, get up and do something. Spend an hour a day on your craft or whatever it is you do.
Because let's think about if you was a mayor of Flint or some shit when that water crisis happened, right? Do you think you would have any type of choice or persuasion to stop them from doing that shit? Or do you think they was going to do that shit regardless of what you had to say? And you just had to be a part of it and know what's going on. They purposely flooded that motherfucking area with that fucking water.
Nope. Because if you're the mayor of Flint, that means your family is there. Your children are there.
No, you living outside of Flint if you're the mayor of Flint. You living in what's the area outside of Flint? Flushing? Mm-hmm. You living in the good area. You're not living in the city of Flint. No, you're not.
Whether they were going to do it or not, if I was mayor, I'm sorry, I would have had to say something.
You wouldn't have had a choice, or you wouldn't have been mayor. Nigga. That's the point. You wouldn't have been mayor.
About to kill all
they would have got you the fuck out of there.
Fuck you mean?
That's my point. So you get this high prestigious role. You the mayor. You know what I mean? You this, but there's higher ups that have an agenda, and if you don't follow it, you're getting the fuck out of there. Period. That's my point. It's like it's systems you have to follow. And a lot of people don't know that until they get into it. Right. And then you have to make a decision once it's too late because you done fucking worked all your life to make it to this point. And now you in fucking murky waters. That shit is just disgusting, man. But a lot of young kids are gonna figure this out before they get to that level where we didn't have this information and we didn't have this technology our fingertips. You know what I mean?
And that's my point. We have it now, so there's no excuses, in my opinion. You know what I mean? And I'll say I don't think failure is an option. It's only an option if you want it to be, because you got to think outside the box to be successful in anything you endeavor in. That's my piece.
But failure might be a good thing. Failure might keep you from making it to that level where you wouldn't want to be. And so, you know, it had to knock you out of there so that you can go on your own path and come out way better than, you know, the path you thought you was going to make it in. You thought if I was being in corporate America and I was doing my thing, you was going to be happy, and you might get in there and realize you fucking miserable. You know what I mean?
That's with anything, though.
And you lose a job, you get fired, but next thing you know, you done started your own shit. You know what I mean? That's what it took. It was like a catapult. Sometimes it takes failure to put you in the place you need to be. You know, and you got to embrace both, you know. Everything not gonna work out for you, for real. Yeah. And if you want to play in this game, it's dirty. Like, I think about all the people that has made it to the top in entertainment and all that shit. Think about the people that go crazy, and, you know, they just fizzle out, and it's just shit is sad. You know what I mean?
It's true shit.
It's a dirty industry, man. It's a dirty world. And
but you still can
maneuver this motherfucker how you can. You still got to get it how you live.
Out the
mud. That's where I'm with you, man. You got to get it out the mud, man. But don't have no illusions. Like, this shit is sweet, man. This shit is slanted against you if you melanated. And that's all I'm saying. You know what I mean?
And that's word from G.
You feel?
You know what I'm saying? That boy Wizz.
Yeah, man. That's how I feel, man. But
you need to do your research too, motherfucker.
Do my research on what?
A lot of shit.
I've done my research. That's why I feel like this.
You need to do some more.
Nah, I don't.
See? That's the problem. That's the problem.
That's why I got the SimpFree podcast, goddammit. I want to create my own, goddammit. You feel me?
Fabrication. Y'all, thanks for rocking with us tonight, man. It's been another beautiful hump day evening. You know what I'm saying? October is over. It's no Hovember.
No Hovember. Okay, then. That's what we're doing. Okay.
Yeah, man. No Hovember. I don't know what we're going to do in December, though, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
For me?
Yeah, we got to come up with themes and shit. You know what I mean?
Man. Theme it up.
You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? Y'all, got any ideas that you want to communicate with us, or anything you want to say besides our people who are in the chat room? Feel free to hit us up at info@simpfreepodcast.com, at info@simpfreepodcast.com.
Any inquiries, you know what I mean? Anything y'all want to post, anything y'all want to put out there, you know? As always, TonyRain.com. You know, I can't leave it out here without mentioning any type of business or something.
Mother butter.
TonyRain.com. Best multi-uses body cream on earth, in my opinion. Body and hair. And a book. She got a book. I was supposed to be nothing, man. So check all that shit out, man, for real. We rock with anybody got a business, anybody got an idea. You're not about to be a part of the system. You're going to create your own. That's what we rock with here. You know what I mean? And that's a fact. You know what I mean?
We love y'all, man.
Man, we really do. Like, seriously. Like, we say that shit, but we really do. We really fucking mean it, man.
You guys have a good night.
Y'all motherfucker be strong, man. It's a crazy world out here, and don't steal shit in the open, man. These cameras is watching, man.
Yeah, steal it in the closed.
Find the blind spots.
Steal shit in the closed only. Never in the open.
Hey. I don't think there are blind spots, but if there are, get in the blind spots, man. If
and
you
please
get it,
remember,
do it right. God damn it.
For this holiday season, don't bonnet.
Yeah. Be safe. Oh, he said don't bonnet.
Don't bonnet.
Ooh.
Don't forget.
Hey, I'm sticking up for the Bonnets, man, because you might have somewhere to go. Like, just real quick. You can't do it all the time. If you're running real quick, fuck it. But you say that's for the house only, huh? Okay. All right. Well, that's the SimpFree word, you know, from the SimpFreeism. Today we preach from chapter 6, verses 3 through 13. Yeah. You know, the SimpFreeism book. This is the SimpFree Ministries.
Yes.
We say, okay then. When we leave, you know, we love y'all. And
yes. Okay then. All right, man. We about this thing. About to crank that.
Man, get up out that system, man. Create your own. That's all I'm going to say to you.
Get in your own lane, baby.
Do your own thing. That's our word.
That ain't my name, baby.
We love y'all.
They used to call me Lil Daddy.
Terry Williams, what up? Appreciate you. Mama Robin, we love you. Tony Rain, you know it's all love. We sure appreciate all y'all. part of this bullshit. We know. I'm telling you.
Do your research.